In November of 2008, I faced the greatest challenge to my life philosophies. Whatever life threw my way, I always found a gem. There was always something to learn, always something priceless to take away. During the 14 years of the ever-changing diagnosis of an unknown autoimmune illness, I ran 2 companies, authored a series of drawing books, and tried to inspire everyone to be the artists of their lives. If you couldn't use the regular road to get to your dreams, you built one. So I was doing, I just wasn't getting better. I found a new path, meditation, and oddly enough, I found myself on my way to India. Incredible colors, fragrances, blissful meditations. Every day a new gift. And then, one night, one moment, 2 terrorists entered the restaurant, and under a blazing blanket of bullets, nothing would ever be the same. After a momentary silence, I took a breath. But the shooting began again. Only the gunfire wasn't moving away. It was coming closer. And so I waited for them to make their way to our table. A machine gun bullet seared its way nearly through 1/3 of my body. 2 of my friends were murdered. The darkest part of humanity played out right in front of my eyes. So what could I possibly bring out of this moment? What was the gem? It was choice. I got to choose what to take out of that room. I got to choose whether to take love or hate out of that room, and I chose love. And I chose peace. I didn't have to share what I saw, but if it was a view of our future, I needed to help people change their view, voice, and choices, and help make peace the response to any challenge in their life. You see, peace keeps everything in a manageable scale. It helps you observe your response and not erratically react. It's the calm in the chaos. As soon as I could stand, I started to teach peace. The Peace Dragon. 30,000 students, and a couple years later, 2015 would be my stellar year. Returning to Japan, heading to China, Benin, Mexico, Kuala Lumpur. I just had one thing to do. One thing. I had to do my yearly physical. And you know what's coming here. The news. But here's the question. And the gem. My unpacked bags from Japan were proof of the unbelievable 10-hour days and amazing exchanges with teachers and students. So what was the difference between the day I didn't know and the day I found out I had cancer? Nothing. Nothing unless I empowered it to be. I had choices to make, and not fun ones, but choices. And I had peace to hold it all in perspective. Whether the terrorist comes from within or without, the choice is ours to be the victim or the victor. We can choose to carry the trash or the treasure. And you and me, we're not the trashy kind. So what are you gonna do when you're gonna lose your boobs? You hold a farewell bash. I held a Queen of Hearts off with her boobs party, and I demanded everyone get their mammograms or I would drag their butts in there and do it. And they listened. And that night, a friend of mine shared that upon my urging, they found her cancer early. And before I lost my hair, my amazing hairdresser cut a peace dragon on my head. I sewed baby peace dragons for young children going through similar challenges. I posted bald lessons. And yes, I did scream when the unfamiliar reflection in the mirror was not Mr. Clean, but me. And I scared the bajinkies out of my cats and dogs. And when I lost my eyebrows in their place, I painted and posted a fish and a fishing pole, a caterpillar complete with googly eyes, and a half-eaten leaf. And people forwarded these posts for encouraging and comforting. because jewels are for sharing. And there were some very personal gems for me. When I faced an unrelenting week of excruciating pain from an allergic reaction to the anti-nausea drugs, my incredible and caring nurses told me that it would subside in a week. And I sobbed, not because of my pain, but for those who suffer of every kind of pain and don't have someone to take their hands and walk them away from this dark precipice and whisper kindly, "Hold on, you'll get through this." We can take people's hands. And when I lost my hair and the young girl at the cash register turned her body completely away from me, again I cried. Not for me, but for those who are invisible, who wish to be seen and loved. I was given the grace to walk the path that I so often speak of while teaching peace, the invisible. I felt the desolation, the isolation. We can help people keep visible, keep ourselves visible. Jewels. We're all jewel genies. With any challenge, we have the ability to help ourselves by finding our peace, our gems, and shine, and help others start looking for their treasures. We can take away their trash bags and replace it with a treasure chest. No matter what the challenge, I urge you, find the treasure. It's never about the way we're going to die. It's always about the way we choose to live. Every breath is worth giving it your all, because no matter what you're going through, there are gems. It's your choice to find them or leave them undiscovered. Sometimes you just have to mine a little harder. Peace in.